Have you ever wondered if some of your seemingly harmless actions could make your dog feel anxious and sad? A loving gesture like petting or changing the time for walks might seem harmless, but it can actually make your beloved dog feel unsafe and unloved. Dogs can't express this directly, but their behavior is a subtle response to you. At Dog Facts and Fun, we understand that every dog deserves to be loved and cared for in the right way. In today's video, we'll share with you 16 things you may be unknowingly doing that hurt your dog's feelings, and more importantly, how you can change these actions to build a lasting emotional bond with your dog. If you want to discover these great tips for taking better care of your dog, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any helpful videos. Stick with us till the end of the video to learn how you can create a deep and loving relationship with your four-legged friend. Have you ever noticed that your daily habits can have a profound impact on your beloved dog's emotions? Dogs are sensitive creatures, and they can sense every change in their environment. One of the first things they notice is the inconsistency in your routine. If you frequently change their walking schedule or meal times, you'll notice a clear change in their behavior. Dogs need stability. They need the sense of safety that comes from daily routines, so they know that everything will be okay. Once that routine is disrupted, your dog might feel lost, disoriented, and sometimes even anxious. That's why maintaining a stable routine is so important. Your dog will feel more secure and less anxious when they know there's always a set time each day for walks, play, or meals. Have you noticed any changes in your dog's behavior when your routine isn't stable? Next, you might not realize that a seemingly small action, like rubbing your dog's nose after they've done something wrong, can create fear and damage their trust in you. We might think that this action is a way to teach the dog right from wrong, but in fact, it has the opposite effect. Dogs don't associate the punishment with the wrong behavior, but just feel fear when they are treated this way. This action creates a sense of threat and makes them feel unsafe around you. Punishment is not an effective way to train dogs. Instead, encourage them through praise and rewards. You'll be surprised to see your dog change positively when they receive encouragement rather than fear. How about you? Have you ever tried replacing punishment with rewards for your dog? And when it comes to showing affection, one of the actions many people often do is petting their dog's head when they come home. However, did you know that not every dog likes to be petted on the head? Especially for dogs that are newly adopted, or those that have experienced trauma, petting their head can make them feel anxious or threatened. Dogs can sense the change in how we approach them, and petting their head may be something they don't want. Instead, try petting their chin or chest, where they might feel more comfortable. Imagine how you would feel if every time you met a friend, they patted your head without asking first. When you respect your dog's space and comfort, you'll build a better relationship with them. Have you noticed how your dog reacts when you pet their head? Similarly, yelling at your dog when they do something wrong is not an effective way to train them. When you yell, dogs don't understand your words. They only perceive your tone. They won't know why you're angry. They'll just feel your anger. This makes dogs feel fearful and lose trust in you. Instead of yelling, use a calm, firm voice and a clear command like "no" so that the dog understands the issue. Have you noticed that your dog responds more positively when you are gentle and firm rather than when you yell? Another issue that many dog owners may not realize is that neglecting the basic needs of the dog, such as playtime and interaction, can make them feel lonely and bored. Dogs need to be engaged and entertained not just with food or water, but also with affection, attention, and mental stimulation. When they don't receive enough of this care, dogs may become bored, destroy household items, or show other signs of anxiety. A little time spent on play sessions, a food dispensing game, or a simple training session can help your dog develop both physically and mentally. How many minutes a day can you spare to play with your dog? They will definitely thank you a lot. You've probably heard that laughing at your dog's fear is something you shouldn't do. However, what you might not know is that this can cause emotional harm to your dog. When your dog is afraid of thunder or loud noises, you may think that laughing or recording them during their fear is cute. But in reality, this only makes them feel unsafe and even more panicked. Dogs can't understand that you're joking. They only know the feeling of fear in that moment. Laughing at your dog's fear is like teasing a frightened child in the dark. Instead of mocking, create a safe space for your dog. Give them a hiding spot, like a cozy crate, or even a favorite toy to distract them from their anxiety. Have you ever helped your dog cope with such fear? Try these methods and see how effective they are. When your dog is eating, taking their food bowl away can not only make them feel uncomfortable, but also create a sense of insecurity. If you take their food away, you make the dog understand that food is something uncontrollable, which can lead to an overprotection of food and even aggressive behavior. Imagine if one day someone suddenly took your lunch plate away while you were eating. How would you feel? Exactly. The dog feels the same way. Instead of taking their food, teach your dog to wait for a command, or even reward them with a tasty treat when they behave correctly. Maintaining a healthy eating routine not only helps the dog feel safe, but also creates a bond between you and them. Have you tried establishing these eating rules with your dog? You will surely see a positive change. A seemingly harmless action, but one that can easily hurt your dog, is pushing them when they try to show affection. When a puppy jumps up to you full of love, pushing them away can make them feel rejected. Dogs use their bodies to communicate, and a strong push can make them feel like you no longer love them. Instead of pushing, gently guide your dog to a more positive action, like asking them to sit before receiving attention from you. This not only helps maintain the emotional bond, but also teaches the dog proper behavior. Do you feel like your dog is trying to communicate with you through their affectionate gestures? Try adjusting your reactions and see how your relationship with your dog changes. Sometimes, ignoring your dog's signals can lead to great disappointment in them. Dogs are very subtle communicators. Although they can't speak, they send messages through actions, eye contact, and body language. When your dog stares at you, scratches your legs, or brings a toy to you, it's a clear sign they want your attention and to engage in play or conversation. But if you ignore these signals, your dog might feel lonely and unloved. Don't let your dog endure this feeling. Spend a little time each day playing and interacting with them. They will feel closer to you, and the bond between you will grow stronger. Have you noticed these signals from your dog? Take the time to observe and pay attention to what they are trying to tell you. Just like humans, dogs need proper rest and relaxation to maintain physical and mental health. Lack of sleep or sufficient rest can make your dog feel tired, stressed, and more easily agitated. If you often don't create space for your dog to relax, they may become irritable, and their behavior will be affected. Creating a quiet space for your dog is very important, and you should ensure they have enough time to rest and recharge. Have you created a comfortable resting space for your dog? Try changing their living environment a bit, and they will surely feel happier and healthier. When your dog jumps up to show affection, some people might accidentally reject them by turning away or pushing them aside. However, this can easily make the dog feel hurt. Dogs communicate through their bodies, and a strong push or not paying attention to their loving actions can make them think that you no longer love them. Instead of pushing the dog, ask them to sit or create space for them when they try to show affection. Let them understand that love requires consent. You can praise or reward them when they act appropriately. Have you noticed changes in your dog's behavior when you change how you respond to them? When your dog stares at you or brings a toy to play with you, it's a clear sign they want your attention. However, if you ignore these signals, your dog may feel lonely and unloved. Dogs are very subtle communicators. Even though they can't speak, they will always send messages through their eyes, gestures, and actions. If you don't respond to these signals, the dog may begin to feel that communicating with you no longer matters. Have you ever ignored these signals? Take time to observe and talk to your dog more, and you will see the bond between you grow stronger. One thing that many dog owners don't realize is that not spending enough time playing and interacting with your dog can make them feel lonely and unloved. Dogs, just like humans, need communication and involvement from you to feel loved. If you're too busy with work and ignore this need of your dog, they may develop behavioral problems like separation anxiety, chewing on items, or destroying things around the house. Try spending a little time each day playing with them, or even just petting them and talking to them. You will be surprised at the positive change in your dog's behavior when they feel more cared for. Have you spent enough time with your dog each day? Taking away a dog's food while they are eating may seem harmless, but it can actually make the dog feel unsafe. When you take their food away, they don't just feel angry, they may develop anxiety over the idea of protecting their resources. In nature, food is a survival issue, and suddenly taking their food can make a dog feel they can't control what they have, leading to protective behaviors. Try respecting your dog's eating space and only intervene when necessary. Have you noticed your dog's food-protecting behavior when you get too close while they're eating? To teach your dog proper manners, try changing your approach and maintaining a consistent eating schedule so they feel safer. Separation anxiety. When dogs are left alone at home is one of the issues that many dog owners face. Leaving a dog at home for too long without interaction can make them feel lonely and stressed. Dogs are social animals, and they need attention and activities to feel happy. If you leave your dog alone for too long, they may develop negative behaviors like destroying furniture or incessant barking. You can help your dog feel less lonely by creating a safe space with toys, engaging them in mental activities, or even using devices like sound machines with your voice. Have you tried helping your dog ease their anxiety when you're absent? Share your tips for helping your dog overcome this anxiety. Another action many dog owners may not think about is using a crate as punishment. If you only put your dog in the crate when they've done something wrong, you are creating a negative association with the space that should be a safe haven for them. The crate should be a quiet space where your dog can retreat when they're feeling stressed or need to rest. Instead of using the crate as punishment, make it a positive space, somewhere your dog can freely explore and relax. Put a soft blanket and their favorite toys inside so they feel more comfortable when in there. Have you tried changing the way you use the crate for your dog? Let them see that it's a safe and enjoyable space rather than something to fear. Finally, one of the most serious mistakes we can make in raising a dog is ignoring the subtle signs they send us every day. Dogs have a very special way of communicating, using body language to express emotions, from their eyes, tail, to soft whimpers. When your dog stares at you, scratches your legs, or brings a toy to you, it's a clear sign they want your attention and to join in play or conversation. However, if you ignore these signs, your dog may feel abandoned and unloved. This not only affects their emotions but also causes behavioral problems like anxiety, boredom, and even destructive behavior. Certainly, if you spend more time observing and reading the signals from your dog, you will create a stronger and more loving bond. The dog's focused gaze, gentle lip, licking, or even tail wagging are not just signs of love, but also messages they want you to listen to and respond to. Have you noticed these signals from your dog? Don't let them send these signals that you ignore. Build an even stronger connection by paying attention to every small action they make. Together, we have explored 16 actions that might unintentionally harm your dog's emotions, from changing daily routines, using incorrect punishment, to ignoring the subtle signals dogs send. Each action, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on their psychology. To build a loving and lasting relationship with your dog, it is important to understand and respect them. Establishing stable routines, attending to their emotional needs, and communicating appropriately will help your dog feel safe and happy. So, have you tried changing these actions? Have you noticed any difference in your dog's behavior when you apply these tips? Please share with us in the comments below this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any helpful dog care tips in future videos.